And I'd like to welcome everybody to the Board of Adjustments meeting, March 23rd, 2021. Call to order. I need a roll call of members. Mr. Willie Robinson.
Present.
Mr. Eddie Cross.
Present.
Mr. Brandon Bennett.
Present.
And we have Mr. Jake Joffre on and Ms. Darla Harris not present. All
Devin.
right.
Devin Graham, too.
Who?
Devin.
Oh, and Devin Graham. That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot about you. All right. Next on the agenda is public comments. Anyone out there have any comments for the Board of Adjustments?
No one signed up.
No one signed up. Okay. All right. Next, number 4 on the agenda, acceptance of the minutes of the February 23rd, 2021 meeting.
I'll motion.
A motion by Mr. Brandon Bennett,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Eddie Kraus. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next would be acceptance of the written decisions for the February 23rd, 2021 meeting. Can I
I'll
get a
motion.
Motion from Brandon Bennett,
Second.
second by Mr. Willie Robinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. All right. Next on the agenda is a public hearing to consider the following variances. Zoning review ID PZ 2403.20, Lot 2, for Miss Mary B. Thomas. Miss Mary, you here to speak tonight?
It's Alford.
I'm sorry?
My last name's Alford,
I don't know why they got Thomas on here.
because that's what's still written down in the clerk of courts on the map.
Okay. Okay, Miss Alford.
Okay.
Hey, can you tell us what you're here tonight for, please?
I'm gonna try, because I'm very angry.
Okay.
I had came a couple months ago for a variance, because I have a handicapped daughter who had 3 brain tumors, 2 strokes.
Yes, ma'am.
They told me to go ahead and proceed, which I did, because I wanted my son to live in the trailer and help me. She would stay with him at night, me during the day, because she has balance issues, a lot of things. Well, I got everything y'all asked me to do, which some of the things I really thought were ridiculous. When people pull up and talk to you in the car and say, oh, everything's good. Don't even get out their car and look. Then I get a call from the trailer people that my son has to sign the papers by May 6th, which I even had Mr. Lance Brock come out and somebody else, I forget his name, which I didn't know about these setbacks, which is 55 feet from the center line and 20 from my neighbor's driveway. And, they told me the only thing that I could possibly do is maybe come back and do another variance, that I couldn't put nothing, but he said I had 33 feet. That was it. I can't put her in a camper trailer. She would kill herself. So in the meantime, the trailer people called and had to have it signed. So I got on the phone and I called anybody and everybody I can. I called the parish president, which I'm still waiting on his phone call, which I think is sad. The only person that called me was my parish council and tried to do whatever he can. He actually called me more than once.
Who's your parish councilman?
Right now I can't even think of his name because I shouldn't be here. I should be with my daughter in the hospital. So nothing could get done other than over Mr. Lance's, Mr. Jerome told me to come in and he put me on the list. He couldn't put me on last month, but he put me on the list because so much had to be done. I was supposed to hire survey to have stuff to y'all, and I got called while I was at the hospital, and that phone call didn't go well either. But I think it's sad that public officials aren't here for the public unless you're building a subdivision or something like that to bring money into this parish. My daughter, since she's 7 years old, has had a brain tumor. She has had no life. Right now, she's up in a rehabilitation hospital because she fell
You can put it
and
on
broke
the,
her neck.
You can put it
If
under
it
the
would have been
thing.
broke any lower, she would have been paralyzed with it.
Yeah, put them up there.
Everything was ready to go, and because of all this, then she fell and broke her neck.
How old is she, Miss Mary?
She's 38 years old.
Okay.
That's her. She has balance issues, and now she's carrying around 25 pounds on her head. Her left arm doesn't move at all. I'm not putting her in a home. I plan on taking care of her myself. Whether I get permission or not from y'all, I'm going to do what I got to do. That's my land. It's my constitutional right. This, right here, well, it ain't on.
He'll put it on.
Okay. This is the way the land goes. You want to fix it? Well, I wanted it to go the other way because that's the road, but that's okay. That's good. This is Pee Wee Road where I live down. This is my house. This is the land I have on the side. This is my neighbor, Celia Carpenter, who says I can back it all the way up to her property lawn, which is going to leave me 34 feet. The setbacks were 55 feet here and 20 feet from her. I mean, I have no land then. All I'm asking y'all to do, you know, my councilman said maybe they could call a special meeting, maybe this, maybe that. Yeah, maybe so. And maybe she may not be laying in a hospital bed.
Miss Mary, I think, if I recall, help me remember on the last meeting, where we gave you the other approval, didn't we say that, you could put the trailer there and she could live there until, you know, it had to be her or her brother that lived there, and if not, you were gonna move the trailer out? Didn't we say something like that?
All I know is
That's what it was, Lance?
somebody brought up something about the size, and one guy sitting over here says, you know, that's irrelevant. I'm passing it, and it may have been you said I seconded it immediately. And then I was told, go ahead and start.
Okay.
I think the September 20th, though, was we subdivided the land, correct?
No, you're allowed her to put another dwelling on the
Trailer.
property.
Okay, all right.
Question came up in reference to the setback.
Okay, that was it, okay.
But nothing was said after that.
And so this says, this is your neighbor that's here behind you?
Yes, she came
Okay.
to
Did you
speak
plan on,
because
did you plan on speaking?
I asked if I could just get a certified letter. They told me no, she had to come in present
Okay.
after work with 3 children. And I think that's sad.
Okay, so we can open it up for public comment, but I don't think we really need you to comment if you. Okay, so you
We got
agree
that.
with letting her have the setback? Okay. Ms. Jamaica, we have anybody else signed up?
No, no one else signed up.
Okay. All right, any discussion, any questions for Ms. Mary, any motions?
Yeah, I have questions. I just want to make sure on the property, I think you kind of explained it, Ms. Mary, whenever you were talking. So the setback's 50 feet, though,
It's
correct?
55 feet from the
55.
center of the road
55 from the center.
Okay.
and 20 from the rear.
And so now, what she's looking at now would be the 25 and the 7,
Correct.
correct? And
Yes.
then your property behind is, there, it looks from the map, what I'm understanding on here, looks like there's a road that's directly
Correct.
That's
behind
her
too, so.
driveway.
There's an
Okay, that's your
access
driveway.
Not a
servitude.
road, it's a driveway.
It's an
Driveway.
access servitude.
Okay, all right. So when we're looking at these certain things, I mean, we just want to make sure that obviously there's safety concerns, there's drainage concerns and things like that. So we're definitely here to work with you, and I'm sorry to hear about your daughter and things like that, but just understand that we have to follow, you know, the letter of the law, and we do
You know,
what's right in
and
front of us here,
I
so.
understand that, but with so much technology today, I don't know why an emergency Zoom meeting could have been called. I don't know why the parish president could see me,
Well, that's a little bit out of our hands.
and I
so,
understand
yeah,
that too.
yeah,
I
so.
can answer part of that. We have notice requirements. Our notice requirements, that has to be in the paper at least 3 different times. Our paper comes out weekly. So in order to have a meeting, it's 3 weeks in advance. By the time she would have gotten all her information in, we would have had this meeting.
So he's a public official, and I gotta wait 3 weeks to talk to him?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with having this meeting.
Yep.
This meeting that we're
This is
having today.
ridiculous.
That's the requirements, the law.
Miss Mary, I think not that it has a whole lot to do with any of this, but maybe if it may relieve you a little bit, I think you took the right channels by talking to your councilman, because if everybody in the parish had to talk to Clint, it goes through many different channels. That's just my opinion. And I think you did the right thing. You got here today, and I think
But
it's,
at her expense.
well, I'm sorry about that. Nothing we can do about that. But
Well,
any
I do
other-
know this, if that would be any of y'all's kids and the situation was the same, a trailer would have been sitting in y'all yard.
I'll make it easy for you too, Miss Mary. I make a motion to accept.
Thank you.
I second.
Motion to accept in a second. Any opposition? No opposition, motion passes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda, have any old business?
No.
I guess it would be old and new business. I'd like to welcome aboard our new legal counsel, Mr. Spencer Long. Who comes from a family, a third-generation lawyer and also a third-generation public servant. His father is an attorney for the parish, and his grandfather was a judge. And glad to have you aboard.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right. Next on the agenda, if I can get a motion to adjourn.
No motion?
Motion by
Second.
Eddie, second by Brandon. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.